Good morning, Paula. I'm in Texas, Dallas. I had a long night. Hi, Janie Jane. I'm tired. I loaded it at about 3 o'clock or so up in 4 o'clock in Joplin area, Carthage, and had to be in Dallas this morning. I drove all the way down last night. Hey, Josh. Man, this road is rough. I don't know if you guys can see the holes in it. No, I'm going over here to the west side of Fort Worth and load, and then go back up to Carthage, unload there, and reload going to Wisconsin. Took them all week to get me on the road. I went down there Monday, started Tuesday doing things, and I didn't actually start doing anything till noon yesterday. It's supposed to rain pretty hard down here. Shannon did good yesterday. She sold 5 goats to one person. We got a guy picking up goats right now. Hi, Natasha. Good morning. I think this is a pain in the butt to get on the highway here, zigzagging around. Natasha, you're too old to learn anything. You'll have to have Cookie Monster read it to you. Well, where's the on ramp at? There it is, finally. Mm. 2 plus 2 is 4, Cookie Monster. 3 plus 1 is 4 also, believe it or not. And 4 minus 8, or 8 minus 4 is 4. I can help you. There you go. 16 from 20 is 4. See, we got the 4s figured out. 10 4. Cookie Monster, you need to really learn your numbers because numbers are very important. The other stuff you can get by with, but numbers is one of the main things you will use in life. It deals with your paycheck, how much money you're making. It deals with your. You're wrong, Janie Jane. That's 6. And if you're paying your bills, and stuff. So numbers are very important. No, I don't think I have. I've showed pictures is all, Josh. I'll do a video walking around it today over here. Oh, you were testing me. Okay, I see. Yeah, me too. It pays for the hay. We got some other people coming. We got the ones they bought. They came and picked them out a couple weeks ago, but they're picking theirs up today. The people bought 5 yesterday. They're coming back next week to pick them up. They put deposits down, so they'll be back. And then I think there's another couple coming at around lunchtime to look at 2 goats. They want 2, so that'll be 9 this week. Hi, Glenda. Natasha is actually on Ollie the monkey. The budget prepper is Natasha. Her daughter, they were making cookies one day, and she was eating the heck out of them. Didn't save anybody for anybody else, so I named her Cookie Monster. No, they won't. That's a myth. Our goats are very picky. They don't even like some of the hay we give them. Oh, they are. There's a lot of them in this area. Yep. People think goats eat everything. They like weeds, leaves, but they'll eat grass if they have to, but that's the last resort. No, I'm in Dallas. Dallas headed over towards Fort Worth, just south of Fort Worth, Stephenville, I think it's called. Well, that was pretty quick. I didn't deliver it. You wouldn't have got it that quick. I'm slow and old. Or old and slow. What you get the helmet for? Walk around the house so you don't get hurt? I am very tired. I laid down at midnight, but I drove all night down to midnight and had to get up at before 6 and check in. I just tossed and turned. I hope you have a better luck with your e-bike. There's a lady comes on here, Victoria. I ain't seen her in a while. She's had 2 or 3 of them, and things happen to them. She sent them back. She hasn't had very good luck with it. So I wish you all the luck with yours. I thought about getting one tying on the truck here because I can't walk very far. I'm walking a little bit more because I've walked a lot more this week. And I thought about finding one, but they're so high, tying on the back of my truck. That way, when I got to walk in somewhere, I could just ride it in. Yeah, 25 mile an hour, you need one. And maybe knee pads. I don't. I got a hard head. I bumped it a few times. Knocked me silly. You're talking about a sidecar. There's a guy who has got one of them electric bikes. There's a YouTube video of it. He took a shopping cart and some pipe conduit and duct taped it to his bike. So he's got a sidecar. He's taken, and when he goes to the store or whatever, be put a shopping cart riding around with it on it. Uh, I thought that's pretty cool, pretty ingenious. He can carry stuff around and on his bike and stuff. Paula, is Randy home or are they out racing this weekend? I seen a bunch of cars down here in Oklahoma yesterday. Down south of Joplin, there was a bunch of cars. Big cabin area, I guess it was. Oh, okay. Oh, there's some new people in here. You guys notice Paula? I haven't said nothing about it in a long time. Paula uses capital letters. She does that for me so I can read. If you, a lot of people don't like using capital letters, but it's easier for me to read. She's not hollering at me. All right. Have a good day. Hi, Rita. When we having the cookies and cake, the grand opening, I'll be there. Rita, there's some people coming to pick up two goats. They're probably at the house right now. But as an older gentleman, he dropped his wife off at Missouri Star this morning on the way over and going to pick her up on the way home. Mm. Yeah, she's not coming all the way over to the farm. They just dropped her off at Missouri Star. Yeah, angel food cake and cinnamon rolls. Are they the gummy ones with the nuts on it? No nuts? I used to make a mean cinnamon roll. My mom taught me how when I was little. The ones that rise up are really big ones. Well, this ain't the express. It told me to get over an express deal. And then heck, I can go right on red. Why am I sitting here? Hey, Jerry. I'm in Dallas. Actually, I'm over by Fort Worth now. Hey, Jerry, Susan or Shannon's watched your video, and Susan didn't say what was wrong with her goats. If she wants, she can call her. She told, you know, she needs some help. Tired. I left Carthage about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. Oh, you did? I'm sorry. Uh, I left Carthage and delivered it. Well, I got to Dallas last night about 11:30, and I had to get up before 6 and check in. Shannon sold 5 goats yesterday. Somebody's picking 2 goats up right now. Bacon, a whole load of bacon. Yeah, went to cold storage, but it's for Walmart. Yeah, 40,000 pounds of bacon. You guys like waffles, Jerry? Tell Susan Monday to talk to them. The trailer has got a bunch of waffles in it. They're giving them away. They're chocolate waffles and blueberry waffles. They're supposedly the good kind for you. Some of the people say they're not very tasty. No, I'm not. I sat there all week. I got there Monday night. I was at the office by 7 o'clock every morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday, and I didn't get all the stuff done until Friday about noon. No, it was about 10 o'clock. I got my IFTA finally. He had all my information before I came down, but he's a young guy, but he tries to do everything old school. He don't want to use any modern technology, computers. Hi, Leon. And I asked Susan about the bill of lading that she looks at, or is in the envelopes. There was 25 pages. I have to sit here and take a picture of 25 pages and send to his wife. That is so ridiculous. They have QuickBooks, which I guess Susan's been teaching her, and she doesn't use it. Our pay statements, she writes it out on a notepad. She don't even use the QuickBooks to do that. Then another one of my pet peeves that really irritates me is I was there all week. Not one of them offered to take me out to lunch or ask me if I needed anything. I'm away from the house. I slept in my truck. A lot of places put you in a motel or they'll feed you lunch and you got to do supper or whatever. Not once did they even offer me a bottle of water. I actually give the mechanic water out of my truck. Now, what's her name? God dang, I always forget it. Justin, he came in Thursday night, and I've been aggravating him on the phone, and he offered me to come over to supper, and he just got there, but everybody else was there all week long. And then I told him I wasn't able to walk very far. First load out, I went down to the caves. They sent me the wrong one, and I can't walk in and out over and over. I'm headed over to Stephenville, Texas. The pickup come right back up there to Strivers there at Carthage, and then I'm going to unload there tomorrow at noon, reload there, and go to Milwaukee. You can come up. I had the link at the top if you want. Instead of typing, it's only me and you and Paula, I think, in here now. Or Paula, you and I. I know it ain't your fault. I mean, I'm an asshole. I tell everybody that, and I'm handicapped. And I told him all this before I went down there, so I didn't do a lot of things, and I can't run as hard as I used to. I could sell both the trucks at a skid steer. Shannon said I could retire, so I'm trying really hard to sell them. Hello, Jerry.
Hey, I want to put my avatar up. There we
Okay.
go. Oh, hang on here. I mute this. All right, there we go. Got it. Second. Excuse me. Yeah, I know they're a little unorganized. That's why I hear about it all the time from Susan.
Yeah. I see what Susan does around and going up there working.
Yeah.
And I sat at her desk all week. I left her note in her computer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I go, hi, Susan. It's Randy.
I won't say anything.
on
I
a
won't
piece
say
of
anything. She'll
paper.
find it. So I won't say anything. She'll find it when she gets there Monday. It's it's a young couple that are trying to do, I think, too much.
Yep. He's got too many irons in the fire.
Yep. I mean, I've known Tyler for 14, 15 years now.
I mean, he's a nice guy, and he's trying to hustle.
Right.
But you got to spend more time with the business. Like I said, I was telling him, perfect one first. Well, I can do it all by myself. Yeah, you can do it and get by, but it's not working the right way. You got, like, I sat there all week, so I met different people. There's so many people that are dissatisfied, and he doesn't listen to them. And he's bragging about his mechanic. I go, his mechanic is like a worthless as a tits on a boar hog. The guy stood around all day, smoked cigarettes, and didn't do nothing when Mike would tell him to do something. But then he said, after I said something about it, he said, well, Randy, his name's Randy also, said that he got hurt from a mule. Well, I didn't know that, but if you're hurt, yeah, that's different. I mean, because I'm handicapped and I hurt and I try to work. So, but don't brag about how good of me. Then there, what's her? God dang, I keep forgetting her name. Uh,
Courtney?
no, the one in the office, Santana. She
Oh,
bought another truck from them.
oh,
It's got
okay.
a Mercedes Benz motor in it, and I guess they put a new head on it. Had a driver go out and went down the cartridge, and it didn't run right. They brought it back up, and it's blowing water out of the radiator. No oil, no fuel, but it's blowing water around. Talking about it, I go, there's something wrong with that new head because it's building up pressure. And she said, "What?" I go, "Yeah, I know a little bit mechanically. I'm not a mechanic, but I know a little bit." I go, "Anytime there's water getting pushed out of the radiator, there's something wrong with the head. It's building up
Right.
pressure." So we come back and we're listening to them out in the shop, and there's some deal called a pencil that goes in the head. They didn't change when they put the new head in. You're supposed to change them,
Yeah.
and I go, "See, because you do know what you." I go, "Just listen, you can learn a lot."
Yep.
I go, and Mike was tearing down one of them four-wheel drive or them four-tired tractors, one of them John Deere big tractors. It had the oil, the rear main was leaking oil into the differential, so they separated it this week.
They got a tractor in the shop there?
I don't. They do.
No, they did. They
He,
had a
I mean,
tractor.
yeah, Mike does. He's got one there in the shop, tore apart. Got the front axle out and the motor out of it right now.
Wow.
It's what is it? A 8730 John Deere, I think it said, or 80
Yeah.
something. One of them four-wheel drive ones.
Yeah, I didn't know Mike was working on tractors too, though.
Yeah, he kind of, I guess, way they talked is he kind of moved in there a little bit, and but he's having the mechanics that are working on the trucks over helping him once in a while, and then that I guess there's a couple other guys that's working in there in the shop. They haven't showed up all week or called.
Yeah, they have issues with people coming to work and stuff or doing their job.
Sounds like it. Yeah, Wednesday
But
I started just if I had fuel or some money, I'd have went home Wednesday. I got tired of sitting there and not being talked to. Like Mike and Randy would be out in the shop, they'd be whispering. I'm sitting there at the table, and they'd be whispering over there by the tractor, and then just kept asking me when I was leaving. Well, I couldn't leave until they got all this stuff right. There's a lot of paperwork involved in leasing a truck on.
right. Yeah.
Most people can do it in a day and a half to 2 days and do a virtual deal. I sit there all week and then get paid for it.
Yeah. I said they're Susan's always on about certain things, I hear her all the time say the same thing. Well, I think I may be quitting here pretty soon. I said, well, then do it. But she keeps going back. So
Yeah.
these are not. They could, it could be the other way around where they're paying the butt. I know that once you get out there, Tyler, a lot of times all he's doing is talking about where the loads is yet.
And then he uses mud flap fuel deal, and one guy went somewhere and the air conditioner wasn't working, and they finally sent him to a shop, and then he kept telling him he needed a fuel code. Well, it took him 3 hours to get a fuel code, And one guy was sitting somewhere. It took him 2 days to get him a load to come back. You know, he's doing something with some water pipes at home right now. Now today I just talked to him before I went live because I actually did an illegal load going down there. Because if we idle around, don't go over 5 mile an hour, don't kick our logbook in. So I did that this morning because I started at 6:30, but I actually couldn't do nothing until 9:30. And I texted him. I go, "Hey, I'm doing this illegal." And what do you mean illegal? Well, and I said, "Call me. I don't like texting." He likes sends paragraphs in text messages.
Oh, I know, it's terrible.
And I don't like text messages.
I'm like you. It's like, if you one or two sentences, one thing, but not whole paragraphs.
Yeah.
He does that to me all the time too. Or I'll call him. If they call me, I'll call him, and his damn voicemail's full.
He's out this morning looking at fields, getting ready to fertilize.
Yeah.
Or something. So
they should get ready to plant here probably another couple of weeks. Well, that'd be if you could sell both trucks and retire, that'd be great.
Yeah. I talked this morning. He's thinking about buying the Peterbilt. I don't know if he is or not, but he asked a bunch of questions about it this morning. I tried making a package deal, buy both of them. Well, here comes the rain.
Oh, rain down there. We had bad rain here the other day.
Yeah, when you was getting rain, when you showed the tornado.
Yep.
It wasn't up there at Carthage or Jasper. It got dark. I went out and rode my windows up, and we never did get any rain from that when you had the tornado video deal.
Well, it didn't get dark.
I was watching.
It get dark here. It got green here.
Oh.
The sky was greenish, reddish colored. And I thought,
we were watching the forecast that it stayed south of us.
Yeah, it was coming directly towards us, and then I don't know, down there, right there in the border of Oklahoma and Missouri, it turned and went a little south, went through Anderson, and then went south of us. But we got all the lightning and the wind and a little bit of hail and big raindrops. I mean, it sounded like boulders hitting the house.
Dang.
They were just big. I mean, we got like a quarter inch in like 10 minutes, So, but I just sat here and said, please do not come a tornado up here. I cannot afford that. I've got enough problems going
on. Yeah, they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they do. But anyways, it's good Lord kept it south of us. I haven't heard of anybody who was hurt or anything from any tornadoes. So hopefully nobody was hurt.
I heard it went up toward Illinois and Indiana, but I haven't heard none either.
Well, I was watching this one YouTube channel. I can't remember his name now, but he has like 171 million followers.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
And he had like 50,000 people watching him when he was just talking about the weather.
Is it Hall? Robert Hall? No. God dang it! I know which one you're talking about.
Is it Ryan?
Brian. Yeah, Brian something.
Yeah. I was watching that because they
say he's more. I've talked to some other people about him. They say he's more accurate than anybody else.
I'd say he's pretty accurate. The only thing that I didn't like is that he doesn't tell you where he thinks it's headed. He'll tell you about it where it's at right now, but then tell you, well, these areas might be affected, so watch out or something like that.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, his chat was going like you wouldn't believe, and super chats going like crazy too. And I thought, this guy is, has storm chasers. I don't know how they were contacting him, but it sounded like a two-way radio or something. He was watching, all the way from Texas out to Oklahoma and then also over in Ohio area.
Yeah. Rita said she watches him in
Yeah.
tornado season too.
I rather watch him than watch the local news, because local news just comes on and take a couple of seconds and that's it. You don't see
They
what.
don't really give you much information.
But anyway, I'm hoping, and he was saying this is very unusual to have tornadoes in March. That what's that going to mean for May?
Yeah.
It's either going to mean we're going to have a real hot summer and we're not going to have any tornadoes. It's going to start being hot in May, or it's going to be just a terrible season. I don't know how Susan just lays down and goes to sleep until it doesn't keep her awake. It keeps me awake.
Oh. She just sleeps through it, huh?
She just lays down and goes to sleep, and she says, "Well, if it happens, it happens." I'm thinking, like, really? I mean, I don't want to be in my
Shannon
bed.
does that.
Huh?
Shannon says, "Oh, if it happens, it happens too." But I like watching them.
I just want to if it's coming, I want to be able to do what I can to get out of the way of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the one that was in 08 that came through Newtonia here and stuff. I came home. I was going to school. And we were doing a solar hot water heater installation up in Carthage, and they talked about the weather. And I was watching it and stuff. And I came home and said, "Susan, we got to get into the tunnels." And she said, "Why?" I said, "Because there's a tornado coming." And we went and got in the tunnels, and sure enough, that tornado just went to the north of our house. Just north of the property, and tore the barn apart and blew my neighbor's tree on top of his house and pinned them in their basement. The tree went down and one of the branches actually pinned the door shut.
Oh shoot! Well, they were all right though, huh?
Yeah, they're right. It hurt. And the tree just landed, just kind of fell over on the house or rolled over on the house, and one of the branches on the tree just pushed on the door, and that's where it just stopped. So they called me and said, "Hey, are you guys okay?" I said, "Well, yeah." He says, "We're kind of stuck in our basement." I said, "What?" He said, "Well," he goes, "the door said, can you come down?" I said, "Sure." So we went down there, and I had my tractor and stuff, and we cut up a branch, pushed it off so they get out. But it was like, man, devastation all over the place. And then, of course, everybody and their brother. I mean, people from California had to come driving over. There's so many people around. They're all these people driving up and down the roads looking at stuff and causing more traffic jams.
Yep.
It's like,
lookers.
Yeah. And it's like, I understand you want to see how bad it is, but at least, you could have waited until we got the roads clear. We had trees in the roads, people driving around trees on the ground, and it was a mess. It was just a big old mess. One lady who was in Newtonia, which is a town just north of me, an older lady, she had just before it hit, she had to go to the bathroom. So she went in the bathroom, and her dogs were fussing at her. So she opened the door of the bathroom, let dogs in the bathroom, and she was doing her business. And when she got done doing her business, opened the door to walk out of the bathroom, the house was gone.
Oh shit!
She didn't. She was like the old lady. She didn't hear anything, but couldn't hear it and stuff because of her ears being bad. But the whole house was gone except for the bathroom.
The dogs kind of saved her life, probably.
Yep. Yeah, well, she saved their lives by letting them in the bathroom. Yeah. But the thing was, the bathroom ceiling and roof was still on it. So it's like the bathroom was protected, everything else was gone.
Huh. Well, you see that, when different storms hit, like it doesn't bother one section, but it'll hit this spot.
Yep.
I seen one when I was a kid where like a straw bale, pieces of straw was embedded in a brick wall, or seen a block wall.
Mm-hmm.
The straw was pushed inside that wall.
Well, my mom was born and raised in Little Rock, Arkansas, and she told me when I moved back there about it. She was telling me, you don't want to move there. They have tornadoes back there. I said, well, yeah, but we had earthquakes in California. And I said, so you're gonna have bad weather wherever you basically go, some type of weather.
Yep.
And she said, well, when she was a little kid, there was a tornado came through, and one of the horses was in the barn, and the straw went through, penetrated the horse, and pinned the horse up against the wall.
Oh.
Like, the whole horse looked like, she said, looked like a pincushion or like a porcupine. It was all straw that had embedded into the horse and went into the wall, and pinned the horse up. It killed the horse, but it was pinned up against the wall the whole time. It's standing up. She's ever since then, she doesn't want to be in any tornadoes. I guess that scared her to death or whatever.
Yeah, it's amazing different things. It's like up there in Kansas, the green something. It took almost that whole town out up there, and I come through there, and I mean it really looked like a war zone. They built back now. I mean it's hard to tell. You can look at some of it. There's a few trees, but not many.
Yeah, if you go over to Iris Road, where that tornado came across from Oklahoma into Missouri, all the trees there just are. I mean, you can tell if you look. They're all getting all. You can see all the new branches on the trunks of them. It just stripped all the trees down to just a trunk.
Yep.
So I mean, it's amazing how what the weather and what a little bit of rain and water and wind will do. But I got to get my metal pile gone because it was. I mean, man, that's my savings account. I got a big metal pile. I need to pick it all up and take it up to the metal yard before a tornado comes through and steals it all from me.
Yep, blows it all over the neighborhood.
Yep.
Or slams it into something, tears up something.
Yep. It's a lot of scrap metal from panels and wire fencing and all that stuff. We're old fencing we were replacing and all that stuff.
Yeah, it builds up. I think it was last year we cleaned up around ours all of our scrap metal, and I had a car trailer plumb stacked way up, and I still had a little bit more, but I thought, oh.
Well, we lost Randy. Randy lost his radio, unplugged it, or the phone unplugged it and turned it off all one time. There he comes back.
I'm going to end, Jerry. I fell off today.
Okay.
So
all right.
I can't hold it and drive.
Nope. I'll talk to you later then. Be careful.
Bye.
Bye-bye.